Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about virtual protocols ecosystem. We're going to be talking about some agents that has some crazy potential. I believe they have gone a little bit nuts right now. Some is in like the $30 million market cap. Some is pretty low cap. There's a lot of speculation of what's going to be happening, so I wanted to cover it in this video. And we're going to be talking about two other agents that hasn't come out just yet that you guys can prepare for. It's probably going to launch tomorrow, and another one's going to launch in a few days or so you guys got enough time to prepare yourselves for these launches on Virtual's new Genesis launchpad. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 20k subscribers. If you guys would like to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. You guys can ask your most important question, which is how does that Patreon group works. As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers of private sales, and we have called out some good agents. We recently started calling out some new agents as well for you guys to actually start to trade, because it's a whole new game that's coming to Virtuals and you guys do not want to miss out on it. So check out that Patreon group, check out the Discord, and check out my ebook, Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics, as this will help you guys understand the market a little bit better, help you guys pick out a better gem for your cryptocurrency portfolio, as you are able to understand market cap, fully diluted valuation, circulating supply. Those are all very important for you guys to pick out your next gem. So let's get right into the video, guys. So the agents and Virtual's ecosystem continuously grow as of right now. There's some good winners in the past 7 days, which you got Tibber here. We're going to be talking about Tibber, of course, AIXBT. I don't think AIXBT is going to have the same flair as it had during that first run. Right now there's going to be some new ones that is actually going to be looking pretty good, and we got to cover those. You even got Sequoia that's still up here looking pretty good, Convo, Game, Neurobro. A lot of these are still looking very good, and some of them are pretty much low caps as of right now. But like I said, there's a lot of new launches that we're going to be covering right now. First, we're going to kick it off with basisos, which is ticker BIOS, right? This is pretty much a yield agent. So why is this agent pretty much bullish? basisos is the first AI driven agent managing a DeFi protocol, automatically running basis trading strategies on Hyperliquid to generate real yield, right? As of right now, you guys can see this came out back in April and it did crazy. This was one of the first Genesis launches and it was pretty successful. From what I saw, it did like a 96x, right? So this is pretty huge. I didn't get into it because I wasn't even around when this came out, but I was on doing my travels. But now coming back, I'm looking at it a little bit more. It is sitting at a $10 million FDV, got up to like about a $20 million FDV, right? So things is looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good on this one. Now they put out this tweet yesterday at the time of recording this, basisos, right? The sneak peek of upcoming basisos yield AI autopilot, right? It solves complex optimization problems in real time and direct liquidity to the highest yield vaults. So basisos yield AI autopilot is a deterministic orchestration layer, right, that will keep every basisos vault balanced, liquid, and yield optimized. The BYA will be able to reallocate capital between various core basisos vaults, searching for the best LP opportunities. So the BYA goal makes complex portfolio management predictable as smart contract state transitions, while leveraging the benefits of AI assisted decision making, right? So we're looking at a new portfolio management that is going to be basically looking for the best yield on Hyperliquid, which has been doing good for a lot of people right now. A lot of people are trading on there, so this could get pretty interesting with the product launching very soon here. So we're going to see a new portfolio management AI agent that could get interesting as of right now. It's going to get a lot of hype. Next we got rabittia, which is Tibber. We talked about this a while back ago, but they have been making waves again. As you guys can see from this chart, these guys came out in January, right? Got a little pump, then dump, then pumped again, and then dumped, and then pumped again. There's a lot of speculation of what is happening with Tibber just because of the founders and things like that, right? So crypto and fintech are merging into a single ecosystem. We're committed to championing the winning protocol, right? Now we got to dive a little bit more into Tibber because the speculation around this thing right now is crazy. So Pepe Neutron here actually puts out a thread. Well, I didn't even know he was following me. He didn't follow back. He puts out out a nice little thread here, right? So the thing is with Tibber is there is no pre-sale, no dev wallet, no influencers, no Telegram, just contract deployed from the wallet tied to Mickey, right? Malachi, the founder of Ribbit Capital, which is like the second biggest VC in the space as of right now. So things are getting pretty interesting for that side of things and what they could possibly be doing to try to honestly make Tibber a crazy AI agent. Now, the one account that is actually talking about Tibber the most is ATCOINS. You guys should go follow these guys, especially if you're interested in Tibber, right? So 10 years of Ribbit capital investment led up to agentic finance rabittia AI, 12 billion AUM fund, 30 plus unicorns. Founder is Mickey, right? Mickey stealth launched Tibber in January, recently followed rabittia X account, and then rabittia has 100 plus smart followers. Now I just want to talk about his final Ribbit Cap Alpha. In a recent SEC filing, Ribbit Capital revealed a fresh $500 million raise for a new fintech fund. Given the timing, stealth activity, their recent investments in Crossman and mounting signals around rabittia AI, there's a high probability this fund is laser focused on agentic finance and probably the rollout of rabittia AI app. So there's a potential that the app could be coming out that is going to be tied to $500 million raise for a new fintech fund, guys. So like I said, this has a lot of speculation with a lot of these agents. There's a lot of speculation because of some of the things that the devs can't put out. Of course, some people don't even know who the devs are. In this case, this was a stealth launch. People didn't even know it was tied to one of the biggest VCs out there, and right now people are starting to actually piece the information together on what could possibly happen with Tibber. So keep a close eye on Tibber, guys. Now, staying in the whole fintech space, we got Voice of Gods, Adam here, ADM, right? This thing right now, we called this out a while back and it did not perform pretty well, especially seeing where the market went, and they were actually very quiet. The devs were pretty quiet. I was still pretty bullish on this, just knowing who they were. As you guys can see, this thing pumped and then just dumped, and now it was in the dust for a while, and some news came out just yesterday that pumped this about, what was it, about 10x or so. I want to say around 10x or so. If he was holding from here, I still had a little dust bag that just pumped out of nowhere, and I actually even made a call saying I added a little bit more to Voice of Gods at a $1.5 million FDV here, right? So Voice of God goal is to research new DeFi protocol and stablecoins and produce content on X explaining their use cases and risk. The agent will use crypto related evaluations, risk management, and more traditional finance views. Now, why would I be bullish on this thing as of right now? Now, they had put out this tweet yesterday, like I said. Sorry for being quiet over the last few months. Been heads down on this. And this is a new article, right? Into the Block and Trident merge with $25 million backing to build institutional DeFi gateway. So the CEO of Trident actually dropped ADM, right? Voice of Gods. Now, as you guys can see, decentralized finance specialists Into the Block and Trident Digital have merged into a new company called Santora. The new venture is also on track to raise $25 million from investors, including New Form Capital, Ripple, Tribe Capital, to provide tools helping to bring institutional investors to DeFi. Santora's platform aimed to provide a one-stop shop for asset managers to manage capital, abstracting away increasing complexities of DeFi markets, right? So fintech and AI agents is looking like it's about to be a crazy banger as a combo. Now, Med has been one of these guys that's been tracking what's been going on recently with these guys, right? So why is this bullish? Why is that exact news bullish for ADM? Well, you can see it from this picture here, right? This is the founder of ADM, right? So he says, I am toying with the idea of asking people to stake a minimum amount of ADM on Santora to get access to our products. So this is huge, as it gives a use case for the agent's token, right? So essentially you'll have to stake the token to get access to the products. Who knows what the products will be right now, but all I know is that the possibility is getting crazy, right? You staking some ADM now, that's going to create a little pump for the token itself, but who knows how big things could get. We'll just have to see. We're giving this some time. I do have a bag of ADM as of right now, right? So these are the three that I've really been paying attention to. Now let's talk about some other ones that you need to keep on your radar too. One, of course, is Game. I don't need to go too in depth on it, is because it's the main framework of Virtual's ecosystem. These agents will be using Game, not to mention they have a bunch of gaming partnerships, so the NPCs in these games will be using the Game framework as well. So this is always going to be on the radar. As Virtual's pump, Game and Convo will pump as well. Now for the two that isn't out and you have time to prepare yourself, whimdotbet. This is going to be the first one that is going to be launching in 15 hours, as you guys can see. And this is all about streamers and helping actual viewers get paid, right? Actually, it looks like they're even backed by Sequoia, now known as FewShot. So FewShot put out this tweet here showing that they're backing for whimdotbet, and they break down whimdotbet and the team. As you guys can see, what whimdotbet unlocks: AI swarms watch any Twitch or YouTube stream in real time and surface clutch moments. The protocol spins up instant prediction markets such as will Tfue pull the clutch, right? With odds that settle before hype cools. So it's pretty much settled around, like, let's say some gaming streamers, let's say Tfue's in a tough game, right? And they could pull up a prediction market. Is he going to win this game? And people are going to bet from, the viewers are pretty much going to bet on that, right? So fans go from spectators to co-owners of the moment. Creators convert real time into high margin turnovers, and liquidity flows through crypto rails at an internet speed, right? Interactive, creator owned, instantly monetized. The product nails every demand curve, pointing to the future of media. So of course you guys can look at the team built at the intersection of big tech and TradeFi, winners of multiple major hackathons, deep AI/ML background, experience with Binance Launchpad, builders in crypto since 2015, right? So the Genesis opens on Thursday. You guys should already know about the Genesis. I think I talked about it in the previous virtual videos on how to get these Genesis points, right? Because they're doing something pretty decent, right, with some of these launches. Of course, we're still in fintech right now. Axelrod is going to be the next one that is going to launch in about 5 days. You guys need to prepare for this one, because I think this is going to be one of the bigger launches that's going to come out very soon here, right? So Axelrod is a flagship agent of AIXVC, your AI native hedge fund manager. He removes emotions from trading, executing strategy-based risk-adjusted allocations across DeFi, powered by two core systems: MCP, Model Context Protocol, for internal logic, and ACP. This is the agent commerce from, Virtuals, of course, right? So he's combining two, right? For external agent collaboration, from managing your risk profile to activating the right agent for each investment. Axelrod does more than just copy alpha. He builds the entire flow around it. So a non-VC has been around for a while as of right now, and he's finally dropping his flagship AI agent. He dropped a thread on it. So the first part is AIXVC is a tooling platform, and copy trading is just the first step, right? Then two, it comes with three core pillars. You got the agent layer, the data lake, trade engine, which is going to be AI powered execution. Then you got the treasury management, the private banker model, right? So the first of the three cores, which is your agent layer, he talks about copy trading and things like that, but the goal: find confluence amongst AI agents and codes while eliminating the noise, right? We're curating high confidence strategies that integrate FA fundamentals, TA technical analysis, SA sentiment analysis, and on-chain data. The second core is the trade engine, right? Getting alpha is one thing, executing it is profitable, right? This is where AIXVC trade engine comes in. You're going to have your trade management, decide trade sizing and strategy, order execution, optimize exchange, selection and liquidity routing, post-trade analysis, tracks performance and analytics. Then you're going to have your risk management, enforce risk limits and exposure tracking. Your third core is treasury management. Imagine having your own private AI that hedges your portfolio while preserving your USD value. Not just executing trades, but actively rebalancing based on market conditions, allocation risk dynamically, minimizing exposure to upside while limiting downside, right? So the plan is to pretty much agenticize every function. This is pretty interesting right now for what is to come with this new agent here. So you guys got to prepare. I do believe that these two agents here, whimdotbet and Axelrod, will be huge bangers. So you might have seen a trend from this. I'm also looking to target fintech type AI agents. These are the ones that I believe are going to probably be around for a long term and probably have some of the best returns. But I want to know what you guys think. Sorry for the long video, had a lot to cover in this right now. Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 20k subscribers, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.